So in this episode, we look at lines of symmetry. Hi boys and girls, today we'll discuss lines of symmetry. Objective, identify and count lines of symmetry in compound plane figures. We have a symmetry song here. I'm going to leave the link for it in the description by Number Rock. So here we have some compound shapes and we're being asked if we can identify the compound shapes. Let's do a little reading first. Lines of symmetry. Observe objects in your class or home that are symmetrical and can be divided by lines of symmetry. The line of symmetry is an imaginary line that passes through the center of the shape or object and divides it into identical parts. Lines of symmetry can be vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. Some shapes have more than one line of symmetry, while some shapes have no lines of symmetry. So here we have a diagram. We see the triangle, we see this rectangle, and we have other shapes here. Lines of symmetry. A square has 4 lines, a rectangle 2, the rhombus 2, this kite has 1 for this isosceles trapezoid. This trapezoid here has no lines of symmetry. A parallelogram, no lines of symmetry. This equilateral triangle has 3 lines, and this isosceles triangle has 1. A compound shape is made up of 2 or more basic shapes. You can combine any number of basic shapes to make a compound shape. Compound shapes can have none, 1, or more lines of symmetry. A line of symmetry separates a figure into 2 congruent parts such that each point in one part is reflected in the other part. This can be tested using a mirror. So if we have a mirror and we have the rectangle, you put that rectangle at that point where you can see the other half in the mirror, that image, then we know we have found a line of symmetry. Also, you can find if a shape has a line of symmetry by folding it. When the folded part sits perfectly on top, all the edges matching, then the fold line is a line of symmetry. So the question now is, which ones here are symmetrical? Any of these symmetrical? For this one, is the dotted line on the figure a line of symmetry? Yes or no. And you can complete these. Here, name the shape and show the lines of symmetry if possible. In this episode, we were looking at lines of symmetry. We should now be able to identify lines of symmetry in compound plane figures. So if we look at these, will we be able to find lines of symmetry? All right, go over as best as possible. Watch the video. That will help you. Take care, keep practicing, and we'll see you in our next episode.